Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 28th to August 3rd, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. You guys are absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for your response to the poll that I sent out about the singing bowl. So we have brought back the singing bowl by popular demand. So it gives me great pleasure to say we are now going to clear this energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aries, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Okay, perfect. So we are crowned here, Aries, with temperance reverse. So this means that at times we can feel very out of balance. Now, this is also Sagittarius energy time frame, October 23rd to November 21st. That's the Sagittarius time frame. And what Spirit is saying here is that temperance is all about balance. It's all about harmony. And there is something within us, Aries, that is out of harmony, that makes us feel a little bit overwhelmed, out of balance, questioning, seeking, looking, but always doubting ourselves, like as we question and as we seek. And that's not something, Aries, that we like. I mean, just in general, it's not something that feels comfortable. But also as an Aries, we have that sense, right? Ruled by the god of war, Mars, named for the god of war. Aries, same gods, same god, different pantheons, Roman and Greek. So here there is this real sense of I should be assured of myself, but I am questioning. So we are embracing the ram aspect of us, which is a lamb aspect, a male lamb. And here it is connecting, it is deeper understanding, it is saying, how do I take my warrior spirit and my compassionate spirit, my lamb spirit, and my god of war spirit, and have them come together to make an unstoppable team, because that's what you are. You are an unstoppable pairing. So here things are a little bit out of balance. We can feel out of balance, not sure what part of our personality to really bring forward. It moves us then to the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords is this overkill, okay? Almost. It can be overthinking, it can be overanalyzing, but it's also this sense of destruction that leads to rebirth, right? This real sense of there has been a battle, or there have been, I always see this as a 10-year cycle, right? And every year we've gotten stabbed in the back, we've learned a different lesson, we've gone through an intensity, and then at the end of the cycle, we are reborn. So it doesn't mean that it has to take 10 years, but it can very well. And we're going to see ourselves having been stabbed in the back, having gone through hurt and pain and disappointment and feeling overwhelmed. And now we're going to see ourselves rise into a power that we didn't know we had. And there's going to be the sense of also this transition period that can be a little bit hard for us at times, where it's like, okay, how I used to be or how I used to see things, that's gone. And now I'm stepping into how I am now, how I need to see things for me, how I'm opening up to where I need to be. It moves us then to the moon, which is Pisces energy, time frame February 19th to March 20th. There is the sense of seeing fears during this time, but also seeing the shadows for what they are. They're shadows. The full moon illuminates, but it's still dark outside. So here we are seeing into the darkness. We are illuminating our shadows. We are seeing into our passion and into ourselves and into what's really important to us. And we're conquering our fears. It leads us then to the star, which is Aquarius energy. Now, Aquarius time frame comes right before Pisces time frame. So this is January 20th to February 18th. And so here we can have strong Aquarius in our chart. We can have strong Pisces in our chart. Both come through very positively for us. There's a real sense also of this is what I deeply long for. This is my dream. This is my soul. This is myself. And this is my passion. This is how I'm opening up to where I want to be and what I desire for me. So the star is also letting us know that spirit sees us, right? That God, source, spirit, however we see the divine, the universe sees us, is connected with us. It's connecting with our soul's wish. It's connecting with what we desire during this time. We're also going to be meeting people or seeing people along the way as we're transformed. And we're going to be connecting with people who have a deeper sense of themselves, but also kind of keep a little bit into the shadows. So you can sit there and think, oh, well, that person's hard to know. And it's like, yeah, because they don't share themselves unwillingly or needlessly. You know how there are some people in the world who just share all the time? But this is going to be a much more quiet, much more like connected understanding. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is patience. It's needing to have patience. It's understanding that I need to have patience, but it's also being very impatient. We have that sense of that imbalance coming through. Yes, so much is being seen, so much is being understood. We're calming and centering ourselves, but there's a sense of like, okay, let's hurry things up. Let's hurry things up. I don't want to wait. And the stars and the moon, they always require us to wait, to be patient. So just be aware of that. It brings us then to the King of Cups. Now, this emphasizes the Pisces energy, but this is in a negative sense. So the King of Pentacles is reversed. Not the Pentacles, I'm sorry. The King of Cups is reversed. And the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If we have that energy in our chart, if we're born on the cusp with Pisces, here it comes through very, very positively, but we can also be very emotionally hard on ourselves, right? You should have gotten that right instantaneously. What's wrong with you? Look at this, look at that type of thing. And here, the King of Cups always says, lead by example, lead by your emotions. And here we can be leading by the fear of our emotions. If I let people know that I'm afraid of this, then, I'll be taken advantage of. Or if I let people see my emotions, then I'll be taken advantage of. And there's going to be that fear around this. There's also somebody who's grandstanding, okay, who's making themselves out to really be kind of better, more intense. It's more like, oh, look at me. They're coming from a place of insecurity. And that's going to be something that you're dealing with during this time. And yet it's going to be very frustrating because they're really acting very pompous and you're getting very frustrated with them. So just be aware of that. And if we step out and we say, okay, what if my ego was raw? Like, what if I was always seeing danger everywhere, right? And I didn't feel secure within myself? How would I react? That's actually going to make it a lot easier to relate to this person. So just being aware of that. You can also have somebody who's just really emotionally manipulative, very much. They are coming from a place of being wounded, but that's not your problem. I see this more as like a work partner or somebody that you're working with, and it's like, that's not your problem. Don't make somebody else's drama your problem. That's going to be really important during this time. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, I love that for you. I love that there's the sense of this release, the sense of like, you know what? No, I'm not going to be, devoured by my own head. I'm not going to be doubting and fearing and questioning and being overwhelmed. I'm just not doing it because the Eight of Swords destroys lives. It just does. It's so dramatic, but it's so true. The Eight of Swords, it's like, I'm going to overthink this. I'm stuck in my own head. It's that hamster wheel. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did this. Oh, this is going to be wrong. That's going to be wrong. A lot of times, if we just say like, oh, XYZ, we get it out in the open. it's a lot better. Showing the authenticity of self is good. Stopping to doubt and stopping doubting and fearing and then making up scenarios in our head. It's like, no, let's just move forward off of facts, like move forward off of what I know. And then that's going to be such a better place for me. That is going to be really important during this time. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you are interested in entering to receive a free reading, please put a butterfly in the comment box below. Oh, goodness. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when that announcement is made, and it will only be happening on this channel. And here we have repel. Kohosh? I don't know how to say that word. But we are going to be repelling certain energies that just aren't right for us. And it can actually be a little bit disconcerting to us because we'll be like, oh, wow, why isn't, like, Timmy talking to me right now? Or why doesn't, Sarah want to have coffee? And I'm just picking random names. Please note that. And it's going to be because your energy and their energy just not going to mesh during this time. And you are going to see that during this time, you're really setting yourself up for success, and you're really focusing on your deeper dreams, like how you're stepping into your emotions and into yourself. And note that the third is the day before the new moon, right? The fourth is the new moon. So here, when we have the moon coming forward, we are going to be deeply impacted by the introvertedness of the new moon coming forward on the fourth. That is going to be a very important thing to know about us and to understand. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, so we have two coming forward. We have the sacral chakra, which is inspiration. And this is reverse, so which means that we have a blockage in our sacral chakra. I would highly recommend tapping your tailbone, tapping your kidney energy, just to loosen up the flow of your chi, of your energy, and to let yourself move forward in connection with your sacral chakra, which is your creativity and your sensuality. So that is going to be very important, because there can be a sense of just like a dimming of the colors of things, where there's a sense of like things just feel a little bit off. And it's because we aren't stepping into our creativity, our expression. And it moves us then to the earth star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. And this is nurturing. We are nurturing ourselves. We are nurturing those around us. We are embracing our caring, compassionate, very protective nature. Aries has such beautiful energy to give. And Aries energy is that beautiful, exquisite, sacred masculine energy coming forward. And we are just absolutely embodying that and moving forward with it with tenacity and brilliance. So I love that for you. It doesn't matter how you identify yourself. That's the energy that is going to feel very at home. It's like, okay, I am building, I am protecting, I am growing, I am achieving. And that is just a very good, nurturing, positive, powerful place. And that's really quite wonderful. So let's look here at the energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the Hangman reverse. That plays into the temperance energy reverse. So it plays into the fact that we're questioning ourselves. We feel out of balance. We can be saying, I thought it was like this, and now I'm not sure. I thought it was XYZ, and now I'm questioning myself. I'm looking at things differently. You know what? It has to be me. And that's also going to come from the 10 of Swords, from feeling like we were target practice almost for people, like just taken advantage of, hurt, overwhelmed, feel like we were beaten down at times. And we're looking at things and we don't realize that we're resurrecting. We don't realize that a rebirth, just like birth itself, it's not an easy thing, So when we are reborn, it's not an easy thing. It's a very intense thing. Sometimes it happens little by little by little. And sometimes it happens, little by little by little, but then all at once. And it's like, oh my gosh, I really am quite different than I had ever imagined I could be. So here we're going to really take it personally. Like, we're going to take things that go wrong or things that, aren't moving in the right direction. And we're going to instantaneously think, oh my gosh, it's my fault. We're not going to see emotional manipulation or we're not going to see that maybe we're just a little bit too sensitive. And I hate to say that, because as somebody who is a highly sensitive person and was often told, oh, you're just being too sensitive. It's like, no, you were being in tuned and you were being connected. And that's a beautiful, beautiful gift. But sometimes it can be very overwhelming. And especially if we don't have ourselves firmly planted in the ground, right? We don't have ourselves rooted and connected, then it can feel like we are bombarded. And that's an energy to be aware of during this time, during this week, that can kind of take away all the beauty of it. And there's such beauty here that we don't want that to happen at all. So do be aware of this, that the moon is saying to us, embrace our many changing faces, embrace our compassion, look at your fears. This is going to be a time where actually, as we're reborn, we can calmly look at things and say, wow, I was really afraid of this, or this really overwhelmed me, or I didn't think I could XYZ. And now I'm seeing that I can. And as I do so, I'm starting to see that what I deeply wish for is coming forward. It's either being solidified, like, oh yeah, I really do want that. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be so heart connected to it during this time. And we could also be seeing like, oh, wow, this is really important to me. I let that go to the wayside, but this is going to be the week that I'm like, got to put that back on track. And that's going to be part of our soul's energy and our life's purpose talking to us. And it brings us to this place where, yeah, you got to be patient. Are we going to want to be? Absolutely no. We are going to be impatient. We are going to be driven. We are going to be like, come on, come on, come on. And we can really get kind of off put by emotions, or we can also feel very emotionally drained and not know how to handle it. So we can handle it. Handling it can mean I'm going to sit and I'm going to take a nice like Epsom salt bath. Handling it can be I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to connect with nature, take the earbuds out of my ears and walk. I'm going to knit. I'm going to paint. I'm going to sing a song. Whatever it is that really, you know, lets you release and lets your endorphins come forward, that's what you need to do to embrace the heart and to realize, wow, I'm not afraid of my heart anymore. I'm not afraid of my love. My love is beautiful. And it brings us to this place where we get out of our own heads. And that's a gift. And it will be by the end of the week, right? Where we're like, wow, I was too much in my own head with this or with that. And I need to stop this. Or, you know what, this person here, this person who was emotionally manipulative really made me stuck in my own head. And this was a relationship, or this was a caregiver, type of thing. This was somebody who's supposed to care for you. So this could be a romantic relationship, or this could be, a parent, a guardian, a step parent, whomever that just couldn't meet needs. Okay, so just being aware of that is also going to be important. Made you doubt yourself. And now you're sitting there and you're like, that wasn't a me problem. That was really a them problem. And there's a liberation in that that's really nice. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Our subconscious spirit message here is resourcefulness. This is the huckleberry. I love that. I love that word, huckleberry. So here we have resourcefulness coming forward. And we are going to see that we are quite resourceful. We're seeing things in a different light. We're questioning ourselves. And because we are thinking out of the box in such a beautiful, intuitive way, we're going to be thinking, well, that's wrong. That's wrong. I should be more like everybody else. I should follow the herd. And Spirit's like, nah, you should really be you. You should really let yourself stand out and live out loud. I mean, if you found this channel, if you're part of this family, you already know that you weren't made to fit in. You were meant to be different. You were meant to go against the grain, and that's okay. There's a beauty in that, and there's a beauty in you. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message here, which is personal power. This is the solar plexus chakra. And this is embracing our power. This is embracing our tenacity. This is listening to our gut, feeding our gut. Food is medicine, right? So making sure that we're feeding ourselves properly, we're listening to what our body needs. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, which is a humdinger, right? We have the tower. And that is a beautiful energy to be mindful of. We see here through the 10 of Swords, through Temperance reverse, through the Hangman reverse, and even the 8 of Swords and the King of Cups reverse, and the 8 of Swords reverse, that we have been through a lot. We are facing our fears with the moon. We are seeing our soul's purpose with the star. And here with the tower, it's like you've watched things fall apart. You have. And you could have been sitting there slack-jawed, questioning, how can I possibly do this? How can I possibly move forward? And there's a fear, subconsciously, that I'm going to see this again. Things are going to fall apart again. Things are going to be overwhelming again. And then how will I handle it? I was listening to somebody and they said anxiety is fear of the unknown and of things that may never happen. And that is what the tower leaves us with subconsciously when we've gone through that time. It's fear of the unknown and what may never happen. And so we look at that fear and we say, I see you. I have the moon in my reading, right? I see fear. I get it. I am not ruled by it and I am not dictated by it. And that's going to be a very different thing. We're saying, yeah, my mind has been blown, right? I didn't expect that to happen. Totally mind-blowing experience. Wow, didn't see that coming. But it has changed me in a way that is profound and in a way that is beautiful. And it brings us then to our subconscious tarot message. Oh, I love this. I love this, which is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is healing, beautiful love. It is connection. It is the people who raise their glass to us, who say, I see you. You've done a great job. I love you. And even if you're saying, Dane, I don't have people like that in my life. You have your angels. You have your spirit guides, which might not feel like anything right now. But when we start to listen to that intuitive energy that leads us forward, we can start to see that we make connections, that we, build groups around ourselves, like we build communities. And it's like, wow, if I never would have listened to that little voice of my angels, of my spirit guides talking to me, I never would have opened this world to myself. And that is an extraordinary thing. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. Wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of ourselves and of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.